I just feel like jumping online and trolling the living hell out of people because I haven't really been online lately to do so. You kind of get the itch for it. As you can tell, I just did my daily objectives, and the Hell on Earth Tragic Kingdom was literally a pain in the ass. But I managed to get it done. I think they've increased the difficulty on Hell on Earth because it's a lot harder than what it used to be. A lot harder. I think it's harder on doing it 4 rounds instead of, full 10 rounds. But it's a lot harder than what you would think. I got an update. Killing Floor 2 is going to be coming up with 2 more maps on, I think it's March 24th or 27th, one of the two, I can't remember. And they're also adding 3 more guns. One they call a static gun, which the way it looks like it's going to be something similar, not exactly, but something similar to the Wunderwaffe DG2 off of Black Ops, which really makes me happy. They also have a shotgun that's going to have 3 barrels, so it's going to be like the boomstick, except it has 3 barrels, and it's kind of unique looking. They're also going to have a sniper rifle, and I'm not too sure the type of sniper rifle. A friend of mine was telling me about it when I showed him the pictures of it. And they're also going to be having what looks like a ceremonial knife. Looks like it's made out of stone, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be for a berserker. It looks kind of cool looking. I'm kind of hoping it's like the spork from Mob of the Dead, because you just get up there and just smack them once with it, it kills them. That would be fantastic, but I highly doubt it. And they're also adding the option to prestige your levels. So if I wanted to, I can prestige any one of these now, finally, and just do it all over again and get a cool camo for my knife and other things. They're also allowing you to boost your weapons. So if you wanted to make it stronger, so if I wanted to say go to SWAT, take the MP7 and boost it up to where it's just as strong as um, the Chris, I could do that probably as well. So that's going to be an interesting plus to see on that. So many changes they're doing here. It's really making the game seem more like a Treyarch game now. To be honest, that's the way it seems like. Because they already added the endless and they added other things with it as well. One of the maps is supposed to be some type of map that was from the original Killing Floor, which is what looks like a large blimp flying in the air, and supposedly the Zeds have literally destroyed it, and you're supposed to go in there and try to somehow save it, I think is what the description showed. But it looks pretty cool. It really does. The other one is just a basic survival map, I believe, but you're supposed to be able to build things in the map. So it's starting to resemble some Black Ops 2 items, like on transit and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting on that point. They've also added 3 new DARs, but they're not characters to play. These are characters you have to fight. One shoots rockets, one shoots electricity, and I think the other one, I forgot what it was now. I can't believe I forgot. And they're also adding an extra character to play as, someone called Mrs. Foster. So it looks like Mr. Foster, except it's a female. So all you female players out there will definitely enjoy it. Hey, what's up? I'm a friend of Combat's. I subscribe to you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just telling everybody about the new upcoming things going on with Killing Floor. I believe it's on March 24th or 27th. It's one of the two. My memory is really shot. I mean, hell, I'm 45, getting ready to hit 46. I probably shouldn't be playing video games, but to be honest, I've been playing them ever since the Atari came out, and I can't stop. At least that's what my wife says I should do. But, she's like me. She likes getting on the computer and play games, and I get on a game system that's made for games. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a question. I'm just going to jump online and troll the living hell out of a bunch of randoms. Probably a couple of noobs if possible, as much as I can. I am actually looking forward to the... Well, you're 44. Well, at least you're still younger than me. I completely understand, trust me. I don't want to be. But then again, I know that of all the things that I know now, compared to video games back then, I'm definitely pleased to be in this time period to be able to play these video games. Although I would like to live back in the day, probably far back in the day, but I don't see that ever happening unless time travel is actually available for everybody at any point in time. But then, if that was the case, everybody would probably screw up time, literally, and then we would probably be living back in the Stone Age. um, if I prestige to perk, I'm not too sure which one I would probably do again. But probably, if I did, I would probably start off with Gunslinger, and then from there go to the next one and the next one. Because I think from Gunslinger I went to SWAT, and then from SWAT I went to Support, and then from Support I went to Firebug, and then from Firebug I went to Demolitionist, and I just went on onward and so forth. So I'll probably do it in that same order that I did the first time. Because Gunslinger is my favorite, but I do like SWAT because I tend to get a lot more kills with SWAT. So let's see what we can get done here. So what I'll probably do is this time I will pick Outpost instead, and definitely not started. And I think I'll put it on Suicidal just for the shits and giggles of it, because I think it's going to be a lot better. And some of the Zeds on there are a little bit harder than Hard itself. And you love Killing Floor too. You ain't the only one. I got this game when it first came out. First I got the beta, loved the beta, couldn't believe the gameplay, and then I ended up buying it. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Um, if you want to send me a friend request, the name on the top right hand corner is my screen name, same as on YouTube. All caps SS center dash officer center dash 88. No problems at all. And maybe we can get Combat in to play with us as well, but he won't be back till probably about 1 or 2 in the morning, knowing him, because he has to work. He was thinking about calling in sick. I was kind of hoping that he did. As much pain as he's in, he shouldn't be working at all, but he said he was off for 4 days and thinks he should go in, so I told him to just go to the hospital, get a doctor's note, and then go to work at the same time and say, hey, I got a doctor's note, but I decided to come into work to show loyalty to his job. And his job would probably say, yeah, it'd probably be better if I just went home, but I came in anyway. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, you already talked already. I would have been on earlier, but the little lady was watching some Law and Order Special Victims Unit on the Icon channel, so I wanted to let her watch her shows first before I jumped on the TV on this beautiful PS4 that I love so deeply much. Alright, let's see. My gear, I think I'll change up my gear. Let's see. I think I'll go to the Cyberpunk outfit, take all that off, and then give him, yeah, that'll work, the White Skull. I wish they had the Red Skull. I know they got the possibility of a Red Skull. I know they definitely got the black one, and you can also get a gold one. But I have not seen the trunk lately, so I'm trying to get it as quickly as possible, because luckily to say, I do have 1 card left. Haven't been used yet. I used it the other day on this crap that just really looks stupid. It really does. And then, of course, the Running Man was just even more stupid as well. But I did manage to get this, and I was very surprised to get this. That gun glows in the dark, which is cool as hell. It really is. Circuit glow, field tested, but I didn't use the card to get it. I ended up recycling a lot of stuff till I finally got up to, what is it, Mastercrafted. So I recycled everything, got up to Mastercrafted, made it, and it gave me that gun right there. Now I wish it was on, say, SWAT or the 1858 revolvers, but it is quite cool. I mean, I like it better in this one, and this is one that everybody usually gets, but no one has this. that I've seen so far. And when people see it, they wig out. Usually if you get any type of weapon skin, I always make sure it's field tested or mint only. You get battle scarred, it just looks like crap. It really does. And that's when I usually recycle it. I mean, I have this one here, but I don't use it because I'm a big fan of the one I have that I'm still using since Halloween. And I love the Halloween camo because it looks badass. It really does. You got the zombie hand on each side of the gun, the tombstone with the sun from the maker's mark on the side of the handle, and you got a little zombie face on the side. It's a really cool piece, and if I ever get myself a 9mm again, that will be the exact same camo I have on it, just to wig people out with. But, and of course my loads of cash that I'm hoping they allow you to use the cash from the vault to build your weapons when you get to pay for your weapons to be upgraded. If that's the case, I will be sitting good because I got plenty of cash to work with. It just takes forever to get everything done, unfortunately to say. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I should go with a backpack real quick. It doesn't really match very well, but it does seem to work for me. I just wish I could wear a hat with that skull. Alright. Always make sure to hit this button several times, because if you don't, it'll automatically throw you into a match that's already going. Please don't let it be Nightmare. Please. Oh my gosh, it's even worse. It's Black Forest. I will have to make do. Unless I'm the only one in here. Am I the only one in here? I am. Well, best way to get out of this map is one thing and one thing only. Start it, exit, and then you're done. See, because these are preset maps already set by other people. So you go back in again, do the same song and dance, and try it again. It'll probably be another map that someone else already set up, but who knows? Farmhouse. I could troll on this map. I could. Sounds peaceful. So, thinking, should I? Nah, I shouldn't. Map's too small. I need a slightly bigger map, something to work with, something a little bit more easier. Give me the outpost. Ah, it stinks. I want the outpost. I have the outpost. Okay, I'm in good shape now. Oh. Doctor says I need to start drinking more lemon juice to break up my kidney stones. So I'm mixing it in with my Coca-Cola. It's a little bitter, but it does work. Okay, there we go. We're on outpost now. I doubt I'll find an ammo crate right off the bat, but...
Before Stalingrad, I loved the snow.
Oh, crud. They do run. I do love Z time. Of course there's a fatty up there. You ain't hitting me. Ooh, my first victim.
Just like being in a box. Hurensohn.
There's a lot here.
Finish the last ones off, so I can open the trailer box.
Okay, what do we got? We have another
Nicely
SWAT
done.
person. What type of level
They
is he?
did not lay a claw on you. I'm
Is he a
impressed.
level 25? He is also a level 25. Interesting.
We're not finished here.
No.
Alors, you need ammo.
Really?
That's
I
a
didn't
hit.
realize I needed ammo. Let's see here.
Machine pistol, fünf.
So I got a machine pistol. Okay, let's see what we can do here. See if we can find some extras here.
I'm about to
Usually
shut
on
the pod.
occasion you can. Nothing over there. Nothing in there.
Oh, Scheiße!
And of course there was one down
All
here that
Zeds
I'm
on the
not going to be
scope.
able to get. Of course
Back
not.
to
Why
it,
would I
mes
be able
amis.
to get it? Back in the garage.
I just saw a shimmer. Something's close.
Oh, and he switched to gunslinger instead. Interesting.
Oh, decent. Let's call that your warm-up.
He probably wanted the ability to run. Oh boy. That was an easy kill.
That was from Hecklon Koch.
I definitely seem to be getting all the kills.
Welding the door. Cutting it open.
Glad to see you made it through. Make for the pod and gear up.
Arschloch!
Magnifique. You were this round MVP, as they say.
Okay. Gonna need those. And that. Nothing over that way. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. Ooh, there's something right
Final
there.
choices, people. Enemies on the scope.
This will allow me to get some more stuff.
Yeah.
Sell that. Definitely more armor.
The snow brings too many memories.
Time's almost up. Vite.
Okay. Post up over here again.
Locking it up.
Protect the area.
This too's pretty fast.
But I gotta protect an area. If the area is inside the garage, forget it, because it ain't gonna happen.
Piss stick! Dead meat!
Let's see, 73 to his 30.
Shit, I'm tearing up the... See it!
Oh man, are you kidding me already? Okay, quarter pound on the way. Let's take the quarter pound to the guy and see what happens. Let's see, where is this guy at? Looks like he's inside the building.
Let the area get breached.
Well, no shit I did. Think I want to do that shit right now?
Zone.
That was easy.
Scheiße!
Yeah, take that, Dick. Alright, now what have we got?
Ich
Got that.
liebe diese Waffe.
Got stomach gas on me. Nah,
Come
didn't
see
get
me.
it, did you,
The
dude?
pod's safely open. Nicely done. Hey there, Mr. Moneybags. Don't forget to invest that cash.
I'm Mr. Moneybags now.
Hang on, new clip in.
Know what Zeds love? Broken armor.
You know what I'd like
Fix
to
it.
hear? That lady to shut the hell up because I'm getting tired of hearing her voice. Fix that, buy that, buy that.
More Zeds on the way.
Buy that.
Start to
The
wrap
hell of
things
it.
up, as they say.
Round 4 is fine and dandy. You don't have to get the big guns at the moment, but it never hurts to have them.
Before Stalingrad, I loved the snow.
And this dude's following me, isn't he? Yes, he is. He is following me.
Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
Welding the door.
More Zeds on the scope. Back to it, mes amis.
Okay. Let's see how this fares here. Ooh, that hurt.
Straße.
Yikes. Damn. So I'll bring him the stack.
Hang on, new clip in.
He's not going to get the kills. He thinks he is, but he's not.
That was the last one. Get to the indicated pod for resupply.
Oh, let's see.
You made the most money out there.
Sounds about right.
Excellent work.
I always seem to make the most money.
The snow brings too many memories.
Nope, he stopped for something, so he's probably going to either
Unless you
quit
hate
or do
living,
something else.
get some armor.
So I'm assuming... Ooh, that's not good. So I need to find more ammo or I'm going to be dead meat. Sometimes you can get lucky finding ammo in here. Sometimes.
Hurry up. Zeds are getting closer. Pod's closed.
More
Could
ammo.
make a difference.
Watch out! Something is close.
Ooh. I heard that. That was weird.
P90 has quite the bite.
Those Invisichecks were in there saying don't leave. I've never heard them say that before, so that's very interesting. Ooh. That's kind of gross. Tell you one thing for certain, if I get a Scrake, I'm going to run it up that dude's ass. See, I turned around.
Reloading. P90 has quite the bite. Yes. The only good Zed, the dead Zed.
Crud, running out of ammo. Oh, not much Zeds left anyway.
Lurched.
She sounds kind of rusty.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done. System says you killed the most Zeds.
Normal.
Boom.
Now this,
No glass.
no.
You earned the money. Now spend it.
Okay. Fire that just in case. And he's still gunslinger, of course. What do we got in kill wise? 208 and he's got 146. He's catching up fairly quickly. So I'm going to go this way. And I got a suspicional feeling he's going to follow me. Like they usually do.
Locking it up.
See?
Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
Let's crack this open again.
Welding the door.
Go away.
Break time's over.
Go
Get
away,
back to
dude.
work. More Zeds inbound.
Back open. Probably
Ceiling's
got a
in.
close there.
Looks like he's screwed.
He's gone.
I do like a P90.
Yes. The only good Zed, dead Zed. Hold on, reloading. Hundon! Before Stalingrad, I left this man.
Yes.
8 strikes.
I got me a Scrake. What do you think I should do?
Have you? You lurch.
I think I should take it to the gunslinger. One Scrake on your way, buddy. Shame he can't go in some of these side doors. It'd make it so much easier. Hey, what's up?
Nasty looking place.
Scheiße! The only good Zed, dead Zed.
Love Zed time.
Ja, Schweinehund.
Good time for reload. Ooh, that was a little on the painful side.
Perfect. Pod is open again. Let's get you restocked.
Well,
Oh,
Good
he
work.
seemed to fare fairly
You took
well.
out the most Zeds.
As usual.
the snow brings too
266 to
many memories.
179.
Have you
He's
checked your
slowly
ammo?
catching up, though.
Didn't think so.
Go with that. That is actually a pretty good gun. Let's see, that door's already screwed up.
Time's almost up. Vite! More Zeds on the scope.
Okay.
Back to it, mes amis.
Kiss my ass, you Kackstiefel.
Definitely a more powerful gun, but it doesn't have the rate of fire that I would like.
Hurensohn. Scheiße! Schießen!
Flashbang there to take care of that problem, and we're okay.
Killer across the street.
Crud. No! No! Ho, ho. Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Reloading.
Definitely gonna have to heal here soon.
Danke.
Ooh, is that close? Oh, damn.
Keep it up. When you're done, I can reopen the treasure vault.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, I'm screwed. Ah, damn it. Well, he's got this. He's using, really? Oh, he's using the new gun. A single pistol with that. He's not gonna last very long. Oh, he's got 2 flesh pounds.
You've got a flash that.
That's the way you do it.
Boom. Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.
Oh, damn.
Don't forget, Clots will grab you if they get close.
Aha, you're funny, broad. Okay, so I guess for me, I need to switch out a little bit. Firebug. Firebug would be good.
There's Zeds on the scope. Must close
Hey,
the pod
sup,
very
man?
soon.
I think I'll do Firebug, just because I can buy that beautiful MAC-10. I'm just trying again, see if I can get somebody in a corner and screw them over. I ended up dying, though, because I had too many Zeds on top of me, but hey, that's normal.
I'm about to shut the pod.
How much do I got left in this old thing here?
Don't mind if I do.
Not enough.
Pod's closed.
Of course
Make a
not.
difference.
Not enough.
God, I love the snow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an onslaught of battle here, because I'm going to take this dude out. Okay. They're all yours, kid. They're all yours.
Target eliminated.
And since you're shooting at the Zeds, that makes it yours. Gotta love Firebug. That rapid fire is unbelievable. I think I'm getting sick.
Let's make sure.
Who hit me?
Stay dead, Foxer.
Hold on, reloading.
Don't get back up.
That's nearly all of them.
Okay.
Just like PhD.
Scheiße!
Well, that's pretty cool.
Said.
Oh, crud. Can't read and play at the same time. It's making it difficult.
Perfect. Pod is open again. Let's
All
get
right.
you restocked.
So, have to travel to Puerto Rico next
Slick
week
work.
to finalize a
System
deal
says
to
you are the
clear
best team
their
player.
power plants and inspect the
doing
turbines.
great, Steve.
If
Keep
I get
watching
this
what I
work,
do, all right?
I have no idea what the rest is.
Don't
Okay,
underestimate the
so
enemy. One mistake, and we're all
Wait a minute.
dead.
You like being shooted to pieces? Buy armor.
There's no business like snow business. Come on, it's funny.
I have more than enough.
Oh, he's giving me money? Wow, he must really feel sorry for me.
Come and get your tools of trade.
I got enough for anything else? I
Hurry
have
up.
enough to buy
Zeds are
one
getting
Spitfire.
The snow brings too many memories.
Keep the area secure.
Boom. Overkill.
Sure.
one pissed off flesh pound coming my way. And he knows it. Gotta love it. I almost feel like a husk using this thing. How's that feel, Dick? You can shoot me with that crap.
Close the area.
Before
This gun is literally overkill, but it does come in handy. Ooh, free ammo. That'll work.
Hold on, reloading. Sure.
Okay, better heal myself just in case.
Welding the door. This tool's pretty fast.
Let's see, where's that pod at? Pod's over here. Sorry if you don't mind me, I'm actually keeping an eye on two different things at the same
Glad
time.
to see you made it through.
A video game
Thanks for the call
and
and gear up.
downloading a video for my personal collection.
How's your bank balance feeling? Fatter, I imagine.
Unfortunately, I tend to watch probably way too many cartoons.
Fix that armor, it looks terrible.
Crazy broad. Okay. Dude, why are you following me? I mean, really, dude. Why are you following me? Yeah, go ahead and weld that door. I already fixed that problem.
There's no business like
Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
Okay. Let's see. 387, 355. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's
Protect the
catching
area.
up.
Fixer. The snow brings too many memories. Yes. Don't get back.
That should help.
Reloading.
Anytime you get a husk, always move side to side. It always helps.
Yes. Did you move?
Okay.
Stay dead, Futzer. Did you move? Don't get back up.
I see what he's doing. He's trying to take my kills already.
Did you move?
He went down by a flesh pound. And he left the game. It's because I was still winning.
There you are.
Crud. He's gonna kill me. And I died. I can't believe I died. Well, I managed to get some type of trolling in. Not the trolling that I wanted to get, but I managed to get some in. It's better if I have all my friends with me, because if I do, then that way I can't get kicked from the game. Oh, I thought he left. So what I'll do is I'll pick containment station and he'll pick whatever he wants. And he can't pick whatever he wants because mine's first. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'll tell you what I need right now. I need a cigarette. It's bad to say because some people don't need it, but I do. And I managed to pick up something very interesting the other day. I ended up fixing a couple of my lawnmowers and that I got for free. You know, ones that just broken, didn't needed work, and I did so. And then I went to the local antique store or junk store around here, and I saw a large plastic container for $15. Nothing but military clothes. And I thought it was Korean War, so I figured, hey man, this might be worth some money. So I bought it and brought it back home. Sent some pictures to a friend of mine that I know that is okay. Not the best, but okay. I ain't naming names, but the party do know their names fairly well. And he told me that I will give you $20 and I'll give you a free coat to wear. I was like, usually when he gets that anxious, he's trying to get it as cheap as possible so he can sell it for the highest price. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I ended up joining a group. After I did some more research online, I showed that the pockets on these jackets are slanted sideways. And I was like, wait a minute. I've seen that before, but I couldn't remember where. Probably a couple of military movies. I couldn't remember, so I just typed it up online to see what I could find for tropical jackets, because I have 3 of them. And it showed to be U.S. Army during the Vietnam War. I was like, well, this is cool. Vietnam War era military items. That's kind of cool. You don't find that stuff. You always find Desert Storm on up. That's it. You never find Vietnam War era. So for $15, I got 3 tropical jackets with all the patches and everything. I'm actually wearing one of them right now because it's very comfortable. It really is a very comfortable, very thin jacket. But a lot of people think it's a shirt because then they see it that's real thin. They're like, oh, that's a shirt. But shirts don't have bottom pockets on the bottom. That's a jacket. And of course the inside says tropical jacket. So, you know, and of course I got 3 of these things, so they're really cool to wear. And they're quite nice. And you don't see anything with a slanted pocket. That's just cool as hell to me. I got a backpack that I saw online that's worth about $200, and I only paid $15 for this. The jackets go between $35 to $40. Now, however, the patch that's on the arm, someone told me between the price of $80 to $100 for the patch on the arm, because it's what do they call it, 176th or 376th or something like that. I can't remember. No, 174th, I think is what it was. I don't know. I'd have to take a picture and send it on there, but it's actually kind of cool looking. And then I got a bottom pack that goes underneath the backpack. Didn't come with the belt, unfortunately. It did come with a pair of pants and 1 single hat and a pouch for 2, as some people call magazines, which, as far as I'm concerned, a magazine is something you read, not shoot. I call them clips because that's what we've always called them before. But each person has their own way to call it. For a 1911, so I got a pouch that holds 2 clips for a 1911, dated 1953, and a duffel bag dated 1953 as well. No, 1957 on the clip holder. And let's see what else was there. A hood for an overcoat, but just a hood only. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, an air bladder, I think is what some people call it, could be used as a pillow or a seat, so it's actually kind of cool and still operational and functional. And what looks like a large bag, I guess used for tools or medical supplies or something like that. And each collar of the jackets have one side a colonel insignia and the other side a medic. So these belong to a medic. And I even have the guy's name on the bag. Of course, I don't want to name out the name because if anybody's related to that guy, I don't want him to get all upset that I'm wearing their jackets. But everything for $15. Locally out here, just up the street to the local, most people call it the flea market, but it's actually not. It's just a glorified junk store is all it is. And I left a message for the people who owned that booth to contact me to see if I could find the overcoat that went to the hood. Because the overcoat might have the same patch on the arm. So if it does, then that means it's an extra amount of money for me. And who knows, they might still have the clips for the 1911 and maybe even the original 1911, which would be fantastic. The person's fairly famous that I did some research on, and there was an article about him in some type of medical book written in the 80s. And I have that much information as well. I mean, the group that I joined on Facebook is all about Vietnam War. That's it. That's that. And my friend that only offered me $20 and a coat to wear, I told him that I was going to keep the jackets, the hat, the pants, and everything because it's a complete set. And he is literally furious. He wants them. He wants them now. He won't take no for an answer. And I keep telling him, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. But for some reason, he seems to have it in his head that I'm going to cave in and give it to him for little or nothing. But that doesn't happen. I don't know what his deal is on that, but for some reason, he seems to think that, and it's not going to happen. So I talked to a friend of his online on Facebook, and I told him, tell him that I cut all the patches off of one of the jackets so I could wear the jacket. And I said, don't tell him that anything else. Just tell him that I did that. And he says that I'm a complete fucking moron because I did it. Because he lost money on trying to get those jackets. Because he's saying that he don't have a job. My wife works, so I don't technically have a job. My wife works. I'm planning on getting a job fairly soon. But he don't have a job, and he owned his own house, and he didn't have a job. The only thing he was doing was buying and selling to, say, basically not have to work. So it's freelance. But the only bad thing is when you do stuff like that, you still have to pay taxes, and he hasn't been paying taxes in over 10, 15 years doing that, so he could get in serious trouble. In some ways, I kind of hope he does. But, because, I've been screwed, I think, a couple of times by him, but maybe a little bit more. I'm not too sure. I haven't really fully researched it, some of the stuff. But, so he ended up losing his house. He had to move in with his brother because he couldn't afford to pay for his house while he does all this stuff. So it's kind of ironic and sometimes stupid, I guess. But, of course, no names being drawn, so that way he can't gripe and complain about anything. But he knows who he is. And the only reason I sent him that stuff is to find information on it. And all he wants to do is try to buy it out from underneath me for $5 more than what I paid for it, which I find is freaking hilarious. But I guess I'm going to go get me a cigarette and do another video later on tonight when Combat hops on. And so that way we can get a pretty good party. I'm going to try to get a hold of old Mr. Blackhammer because I know he is a trolling fanatic. Because I'm going to need a little extra help trolling, because he's actually really good at it too. He's trolled me a couple of times. Little motherfucker, I swear he better not do it again. I'll troll him so hard he'll be wondering how the hell it happened. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave me a question. I do get updates on my cell phone through YouTube now, finally, because for some reason I wasn't getting it. Now I am, so if you want to leave something, you're more than welcome to. Or you can leave it on the party chat of the game as well. If you have any questions about the new upcoming maps for Killing Floor, I'm the probably help you out the best I can. I'm not the expert. I'm not the guy who made the maps or anything like that. I wish I was. Then I'd be making buku money off this game because I'd be having a ball with it. Of course, I would also make a full-length movie of it and make sure it's on the big screen by next year. But unfortunately, of course, what actor would I get to play in it as one of the main characters? I think Nicolas Cage would be perfect. Probably as Mr. Foster. Not too sure. That would be interesting. I don't know. He doesn't have the British accent, but I think he probably could get one fairly easy for it. who would I could get for Anton Strasser if I did something like that? That would be interesting to say the least. Oh well. Hey Neil. So if you want, leave a message. If you want to join me in a game with me or Combat, let Combat know or let me know, and we'll jump into a game. If you want to try one of our games that we might be doing tonight, I don't know if we're going to be doing a troll tonight or if we're going to be doing a training session to boost them up a little bit, to give them a little bit more confidence in some of the games. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we did one where we used the 1858 revolvers, only one 1858 revolver up to round 10, which was very challenging. But we only did it on hard. We didn't do it on suicidal or hell on earth, thank God. I think I might get them on another one and maybe try SWAT perhaps. Because, I mean, the MP7, quite frankly, is actually very good up to round 10 very easily. You can't do it on boss round, but it's actually very good. Now, I might end up going with Gunslinger again and then getting a hold of the Winchester. The Winchester works fantastic with Gunslinger. Most people think it's sharpshooter only, but the Winchester is fantastic. I mean, great with Gunslinger. As long as you got your perk level up to 25, that thing shoots like, oh my gosh, like rapid fire, reloads fast, and dead on aim each time. And if you do quick scoping with it, it kills them each time. The Goofings or Gorefest a little bit different. You have to really aim for their head to kill them. But all the other little naked Zeds, they tend to die fairly easy. I'm still trying to figure out why they made all the Zeds naked, though. It's just somewhat kind of disturbing looking, but they don't have any private parts, so I guess it's okay to a certain extent. Other than that, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to get me a cigarette, get me something to eat, kick back, relax, spend some time with my wife, and then after that, jump back into the game again. So, I guess I'll catch you all later. As usual, as Vita Zay, as farewell.